Hey everyone, I'm Mike, and this is
Jose. How you doing?
So today we're going to talk about picking the right realtor.
This is a question that has plagued mankind for a very long
Yes.
time. Now, people will choose a realtor based on several assumptions, or they mean well, but at the end of the day, it might be disastrous. First and foremost, say you have your real estate license, and you've got a big family or a social network, friends, family, people you know. And of course, they always want to do well by you by saying, well, we want to give you an opportunity, or we want to give you a chance. If we're going to use a real estate professional, why not use somebody that we know, love, and trust?
Yeah, some people say that, but this is the biggest investment that you're going to make as far as buying a home. And if you're a realtor here and you're new, you may not like the advice that I'm about to give.
But if you were a consumer, a buyer or seller watching this, you might appreciate some of this information.
So personally, if I had a family member who just got into real estate and they didn't have any experience at all in real estate and didn't have any experience at all in any sort of customer service or sales related field, I'd be cautious about using them as my realtor, because if it's the biggest investment in my life, I want to make sure I have someone who's knowledgeable, experienced, and has great customer service and knows what they're doing. My family member may not. So this would be an example of maybe realtor not to hire.
And a lot of people do throw caution to the wind. So there are people that are like, who cares? It's my cousin. I'm going to use their services. I don't care about everything else. But at the end of the day, when they're in the middle of the transaction or closing the deal, and if it falls apart and things don't work out the way that they planned, or maybe they lose an escrow deposit or inspection money along the way, it might sever the relationship or make things very difficult for the two of you moving forward. So if you are an agent in the business and you don't fully experience or haven't gotten proper training yet, do what's best for your family member or your friend. If they do decide to use your services, do right by them and at least be knowledgeable about what you're doing. Don't take a risk and swing at the fences by using them as your guinea pig.
Yeah, the number one thing we see on real estate forums is my aunt just bought a house and she didn't use me, and then that also causes issues between family. Mixing business and family could be a problem. Now, if you are a new agent or you're thinking about hiring a family member who's brand new to the industry, maybe talk to them about getting an experienced agent and sort of going together, and maybe they can split everything 50-50. So therefore you have the experienced agent and you're also helping your family member get experience at the same time. That could be a good solution.
If you're a new agent and you want to help a family member or a friend with their real estate sale, and you don't have much experience, it would be nice for you to approach your broker and say, hey, I have an opportunity, but I don't know a lot, and I don't want to jeopardize their money or their transaction. Is there somebody you could pair me up with that can do the deal with me? We could share the commission, and I could learn at the same time. That's probably the best way for you to handle it if you don't feel that you're fully experienced enough to take that risk, which I would strongly recommend that you probably approach it that way.
But talking about maybe an agent that you would want to hire, maybe talking to family and friends and talking to them about their experience with agents that they've used and see if they have any good experience with a specific agent. That might be a good way to get an
Always
agent.
ask for the personal recommendation. Hey, did you guys use a realtor when you bought your house? Oh, who did you use? Hey, how was your experience? Were they knowledgeable? Great. Can I get their information, because I'd like to call them to interview them for the opportunity of helping me with my sale. That's probably one of the best ways and most frequent ways that people do find an agent. Outside of that, they're probably going to find an agent online, and it's usually going to be on one of those online home search websites where they're going to look at agents and decide who to use. Now, we know in our industry, some people might just pick somebody based off of their looks. So they might say, oh, I've been watching a video, she's really cute, or he dresses really well, and I think I want to use that person because if I'm going to spend the next 3 months looking for a house, why not spend the time with this person? Which I don't recommend that's going to be the best.
A lot of new agents, they get taught to dress to impress, I think is the word that they use.
Dress to impress,
so,
fake it till you make
well, someone may dress good like Jose is today, right? That doesn't necessarily mean that they know what they're doing. Now, Jose does, so people that do dress can also know what they're doing. But there's a lot of people out there right now that are authentic, and you can find someone maybe in a jeans and a t-shirt who's just so confident that they do so well and are so knowledgeable that they're not relying on dressing a specific way to attract customers. They just know that their knowledge and experience can attract customers. So sometimes the ones in the jeans and the t-shirts could actually be better than the ones that are dressing up.
Yeah, it's always about using your barometer and trying to determine who is going to be a good match for you.
For you, yeah.
Your personality style, whether you're laid back, whether you want a professional who's astute. But the thing is, having a general knowledge of the business as a whole and asking really smart questions to the agents that you interview is going to help you make a good, solid decision. But always trust your gut. And a lot of times if you're online looking at, if you did talk to an agent that you wanted to work with, I recommend you go online and then do some research. So I would Google search their name,
Yep.
look and see if they're registered on multiple websites. Usually on there, you're going to see customer reviews they left about working or the experience working with that agent. You can see how many homes they've sold on these websites as well.
Yeah.
So doing some online research before you decide to work with somebody or you commit to somebody is going to be huge when trying to determine who's the right agent to work with.
Checking out Google reviews, Facebook reviews, Zillow reviews. Be careful if you go into Realtor.com or Zillow.com and go, I want to see a house, and a random agent calls you, because some agents will pay money to get calls and leads from those sites, and that's not necessarily the best agent to work with, or it could be a good agent to work with as well. Make sure you check their reviews.
Yep, so there you have it. So some of the easiest ways to go about doing it are, one, if you choose to work with a family member, make sure that family member is knowledgeable and has some experience, or at least has a good brokerage that they work with that'll provide them services, resources, and training, and even an experienced agent to partner up with to handle your transaction. Number two, always look online, check for online reviews. You can find an agent who has a good reputation in the industry based on closed transactions and peer-to-peer information that you'll find online.
And your friends and family, their experience with an agent, and if they can give you a good reference. So yeah, that's about it. So easy stuff.
Yep. So
Talk to you next time.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.